Hello horror fans and welcome back to the Scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos, the place where all eldritch beings are cosmically bound to wander eternally in a top 5 list video for our entertainment, of course. What's going on guys? As per usual, I'll be your spirit guide Jack Finch as we once again take to the altar, don our crimson robes and speak the names that shan't be spoken and take a look at the top 5 scariest Lovecraftian monsters, part 2. Roll the clip.
He invokes the unspeakable.
Now, make no mistake, I could big up the brilliance of H.P Lovecraft until I was blue in the face, the undoubted grandfather of horror and strange tales of science fiction. Since that first moment he scrawled the name Cthulhu onto an empty page, he spawned one of the most twisted fictional canons that the world has ever seen. Well, you lapped up part 1, so let's keep it going and see what else is lurking at the bottom of the abyss. Before we do that though, you know the drill by now guys. If you're a fan of this video, H.P Lovecraft, the eternal servitude to the great old ones, or just top 5 scary videos in general, then be a dear and hit that thumbs up button as well as that subscribe bell so you can stay up to date with our latest and greatest uploads. If you'd like to get in touch with myself or the creative team here at Top 5 Scary Videos, then please take a peek at the info box down below. On with the show. Kicking off at number 5, Golonak, a name that makes me realise the bizarre complexities of the Welsh language. Golonak, also known as the Defiler, is one of the more nastier, shall we say, of the great old ones. He's renowned as the god of perversion and depravity, and that's just not the human perception of taboo, but anything that can be conceived by a sane or otherwise sapient being. This guy is so ready to burst into the human plane and cause some disgusting chaos that merely speaking his name will usher him into our world, which I guess I better stop saying his name then. The Defiler's true form is uncertain, but when he possesses a human host, he appears as a grotesquely obese man, lacking a head and neck and a gaping mouth in the palm of each hand. He seeks those that read perverse and forbidden literature, offering the summoner the otherwise dubious honour of becoming his priest, or just simply eating them. Next up at number 4, Cathilla. Also known as the Kraken or the Secret One, Cathilla is one of the twisted offspring of Cthulhu and Idya. She has the appearance of a gigantic red-bodied, black-ringed and six-eyed octopus with small wings, so I guess she kinda takes after her father. Similarly, like Cthulhu, she can alter her body's proportions at will. Cathilla's first major appearance was in His Daughter's Darkling Womb, written by Tina Algens, where she was captured by marine researchers believing her to be a rare specimen of an undiscovered octopus species. Obviously, as you can imagine, it didn't go well. She also appears in The Hall of the Yellow King by Peter Rawlik in her humanoid form of a young girl as a possible bride for the unspeakable one, Hasta. The thing that makes Cathilla so important though, and the reason why she's so heavily guarded by her cultists and followers, is that should Cthulhu somehow die, his secret daughter Cathilla will give birth to him once again. How's that for a pushy parent? Coming in at number 3, Dagon. Also known as Father Dagon, this guy is pretty damn huge when it comes to fishy amphibious cults. Dagon is an enormous deity that presides over the deep ones, the fish-like race indigenous to the Earth's oceans and the ones responsible for the weird goings on in Innsmouth, the basis for most of Lovecraft's fictional work. First seen in his titular short story, Dagon, he's mentioned extensively throughout the Cthulhu mythos, in the ranks of the great old ones, alongside his consort and mate, Mother Hydra. He is worshipped by the esoteric order of Dagon, a shadowy cult based in Innsmouth that go to great lengths to maintaining the existence of their ocean-dwelling god. Make no mistake about it, Father Dagon is absolutely huge, dwarfing the size of ancient whales. While apparently immortal, his eternal lifespan may actually be attributed to his relationship with the Starspawn, a cosmic race of Cthulhu-like beings who sometimes select formidable specimens from a given species to protect, nurture, and empower, for seemingly reasons known only to them. Swinging in at number 2, Gatanethoa, aka the Dark God, or if you're being more precise, literally the most grotesque and ugliest creature in the entire Cthulhu mythos, and that's saying something. Gatanethoa is the firstborn of Cthulhu, spawned by Idya on the planet Zoth, whose origin is first laid out in The Thing in the Pit by Lynn Carter. He is a huge amorphous monstrosity whose appearance is so hideous that anyone who gazes upon it is literally petrified into a living cadaver. The victim is permanently immobilized, the body taking on the consistency of leather, yet the real kicker, their brain is preserved indefinitely and remains fully aware. Wow. What a way to go. The Dark God was brought to Earth from the planet Yuggoth, assisted by an ancient alien race, possibly the bug-like Mi-Go. On Earth they built a colossal fortress atop Mount Yadith-Go on the lost continent of Mu, and they sealed Gatanethoa inside the mountain, where it remains to this day, worshipped by a strange secret cult. No thank you. And finally, our number one spot, Hasta. And really, it has to be. Sorry. The Cthulhu mythos has no place for puns, especially when we're addressing the name of Hasta the Unspeakable, perhaps the most bleak and utterly evil entity in the entirety of Lovecraftian fiction. Him who is not to be named, the King in Yellow and the Yellow Sign. Although he is most famously associated with Lovecraft, Hasta is only ever mentioned once in The Whisperer of Darkness. He was originally a creation of Ambrose Bierce and also appears in the 1895 horror collection The King in Yellow by Robert W. Chambers. Hasta is defined as a great old one, but there is potentially much more to him. He is the spawn of Yog-Sothoth and the half-brother of Cthulhu. He is also possibly the magnum in Ominandum, the overarching mystery of the Lovecraft mythos that culminates as the Nameless Mist. Hasta appears in several vile forms: the Feaster from afar, a black, shriveled, flying monstrosity dripping with tentacles tipped with razor-sharp talons that pierce a victim's skull and siphon out their brain, and also the King in Yellow, which was also referenced in the mesmerizing first season of True Detective. Time is a flat circle. Check it out. Well, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for in today's video. Cheers for sticking around all the way to the end. If you're a fan of this video, then hit that thumbs up button, as well as that subscribe bell so you can stay in a steady stream of your daily dose of horror. To continue on with your horror binge, please feel free to hit that playlist floating shortly above. As always, I've been your host, Jack Finch. You've been watching Top 5 Scary Videos, and until next time, you take it easy.